Even if you don't love your life, you may not want another person not to enjoy or love their life. But if you love your life, you must not do all these things. You must not do all these things. Let not deceit be found in you, because there was no deceit found in Jesus Christ, and Christ did not sin. So do not dwell in sin. Every day you say the same thing. Every day you do the same thing. Every Sunday you come. You give a confession to God. Oh God, forgive me. I have sinned. And then you start to talk about all the things that you have done. But meanwhile, on Sunday again, come around, you come back and confess the same thing. Such a sin is not forgiven even the first time. As the Lord says, whatever they have done in the past will now be remembered and be counted against you. Because you done it again and again and again. That means you never repented in the first place. First Peter chapter 2, verse 1, but to read the entire chapter 2 on your own, so that you can have a context. In the book of First Peter chapter 3, in verse 10, First Peter chapter 3, verse 10, if you love life, as we said, then you will see the good days will come your way. And how will good days come your way? Then you must have to keep your tongue. Keep your tongue from all these things we're talking about, from all evil. Keep your tongue from making deceitful speech, like those that stand as politicians and they claim to be Christians and believers. And they say everything they want to say, but they never keep any one of them. In the book of Numbers, in chapter 30, from verse 1 to 2, you must do whatever you say out of your mouth. Your word. Back in Africa, we didn't have a written contract. Our word is our bond, is our honor. When you say a word, you must live up to it. Go through history, even in Western civilization. When a king and a leader, a man, a woman says something out of their mouth, they will rather die than not to be able to live up to that. That's why God, and you see how God is, whatever that comes out of his mouth, he does. Whatever he says must come to pass, even if it's against his own interests. But because he had declared it, and so it will be, and so he does. I will send you a Messiah. A son shall be born. A son shall be born by a virgin. And that will save Israel. Go to the book of Isaiah in chapter 7, you will see it. And then the Lord himself came and died to keep his promise to save Israel. Did he only save Israel? He saved me and you and everyone, both for the Jews and the Gentiles, those for the Noahs and all the nations of the earth and all the tribes. He saved all, even the unbelievers. He came for all, for God created them all. In the book of 2 Corinthians, in chapter 11, verse 13, the word of the Lord himself admonishes you that even though you may see men of God, they come out and they start to jump and they act like, oh, whatever they say, whoever they are, whatever they call themselves. Do not believe and trust what they say to you if they are an example of the people that we are describing earlier in the service and then last Sunday. If they are not like Christ and don't live, no, we already know already, but we did the fake men of God. So I'm not going to repeat that. So, but I encourage you as the soldiers, as a Christian, as a believer, He believed in the Christianity that Christ have established in the days of the apostles. Do not believe all these today's liars and deceivers around, claiming to be men of God. You will know them when you see them. By their fruit you shall know them. Ask God for discerning spirit and discern to find out what kind of spirit is in them. The spirit of God or spirit of evil spirit. 1 John chapter 4 verse 1. Discern the spirit. So read 2 Corinthians in chapter 11 and read the entire chapter. Read the entire chapter of 1 Peter chapter 3 so that you can get a context. Be careful with those deceitful workers. Those that lie to you. They claim to you and come to you and say yes, and they see evil man and they say support him and let him become Lord over you, and then they cry, oh, my people are suffering because they have given him something and he put it in his pocket. So not everybody that go around, some of them are dressed up like a masquerade. If you know in Africa, you understand what masquerade means. Meaning there are layers and layers and layers of covering, but you never know who is inside. That's why they call them a spirit, but they are human beings inside of them. And they come around, they dance and they flow. Oh, you laugh and you are entertained. Oh, that's gracious, that's beautiful. Masquerading to be apostles of Christ, but they are all disciples of Satan. Beware yourself as the soldiers who you listen to. What kind of message that you feed in yourself and put it into yourself. False doctrines and false teachings. You heard we reading from the book of Timothy the other day, last Sunday or 2 Sundays ago. In the book of Ephesians in chapter 5, Ephesians chapter 5 in verse 6. And when you read that, you will see the Lord speaking to Peter in his letter to the Ephesians 5 verse 6. Don't let nobody deceive you to suffer